Okay, today is November 5th, 2001. I'm William Earl Clay. My father was James Cousins Clay. My mother was Anna Caudill Clay. And we're visiting with Lucille Caudill Little.
Mary Lucille.
Mary Lucille.
My name was Mary Lucille, and when I go into a doctor's office or any place where they have looked at my record, Mary Little, and I don't know who in the heck that is.
Well, I didn't know that. Like, I didn't know that.
But there was Mary Evelyn, there was Mary Sue, there must have been at least 5 of us that were Marys. It was when Queen Mary first became queen. And I think that was the why of it.
Well, now there are 5 of you.
Uh-huh.
You were the first.
Uh-huh.
Then
Louise.
Okay, and her name is.
And Boone.
Her name is Claire Louise.
Uh-huh.
And
Boone Proctor.
Boone Proctor.
Yeah, and then there was the other family came 6 years later, and Milton was first, and then Peggy.
And I didn't know that. I knew that there was a break, but I didn't know it was 6 years.
Yeah.
And you were born on Main Street. When you
Yes,
lived
and
down
so
on Main.
was Louise, and so was Boone.
So the 3 of you.
Uh-huh.
And your home was.
Well, it was an old house. I guess one of the oldest houses in Morehead.
But
Imagine.
It was near the People's Bank, the one up on Main Street.
Well, yes. I'll tell you, on the corner was this big white house where the post office was. And who was that old man that had a store in the corner of it all of his life? And there were living quarters, both upstairs and downstairs. This building kind of wandered.
Meandered.
Uh-huh.
Now, was it toward College Boulevard, or was it toward the other?
No, you mean this white house?
Your home. Uh-huh.
It was really this way.
Toward
You know where the funeral home was?
Lane Funeral Home?
All right, there is a street that went down to Railroad Street.
Cary Avenue.
Yeah, all right. Now, on the opposite corner where it is where this white building and the post office. Then we had a big yard, and that was our house, next to that white post office.
Was it where your father owned that building that Louise had her office in?
Uh-huh.
So your home was actually
Right next door to that.
right next to it.
Uh-huh.
And then you moved.
And then we moved up on the hill
Okay.
where they wound up.
But you went to a farm for a while.
Oh, that's a story.
I was thinking that.
Oh, that's really funny. Dad bought it, I guess, at auction, or I'm not sure how. And Mother would move down there. Well, indeed, I'm not going to the country. No, she wasn't. She'd been to the country, and he'd been to the country. And neither one of them wanted to live in the country. And it went on arguing over days. And finally he said, well, would you just try it for 1 year? Then you can come right back to town. Well, if that'll do, I mean, you know, that was the way the argument ended, that she would do that. We had the biggest time. Let's see. Milton was born down there. Louise and I and Boone were all born and a part of the family when we went down there. We had the time of our lives. They had crops coming in. We'd ride on the hay. And we'd get up in the barns and slide down from one There were lots of barns like this, and up here was something in the door.
Probably a loft. Probably had.
And we saw the cats born, and we saw everything.
Well, was it near Bluestone?
No, it was just barely in town.
The farm was.
Yeah, there was a big white house. It was west,
Okay.
and on the north side, and a big
of
white
US,
house.
Okay, of US 60.
Uh-huh.
Of US 60.
Uh-huh. Yeah, right in the center of town.
Oh, I was thinking it was down toward Bluestone.
Sort of there?
Toward Bluestone.
No, it was in town. That white house was in town. But it wasn't developed around it.
Is it still there?
It has had ramifications all over it. It has been there. I won't know about now.
Was it next to, do you remember when Maxine Caudill, when she had the Ford agency there? She and...
Might have been, but I don't know.
But
But there is some kind of, like automobile something there now, I think. And anyway, it was a right-sizely farm for in town.
Oh, yeah.
And we had, out the back door, we had little rooms, little buildings for everything. There was one for the milk, for the coal thing. There was, what, name it.
There was a cellar, probably.
Yes, there was everything.
Probably a shed for the implements.
No,
barn.
that was up with one of the barns.
Was it in the barn?
Uh-huh, this was all for the house.
I see.
That was all for the house. And Boone and Louise and I just lived all over that farm. And we never had such freedom. Oh, and in a little town, and listen, I'll never forget. Next door toward town, someone had a big bull cow, a bull cow. Oh, and listen, he chased me. I got over there somehow, and I guess that was the most scared I ever was in my life.
You know, it seems like I remember, of course, every kid is afraid of a bull, I think. And it seems like I remember that area being open, you know, a farm-like area there, before, it seems like a Mock had a store down there. I forget what his first name was.
Mock.
Mock. M-A-U-K.
Yeah.
But that's been later on, I guess. And then Patty was born down there at the farm, or?
No, Patty was born. See, I haven't told you about the year long we were to stay. When the year was up, Dad had gone off to court. And when he came home that night, nobody there. Everything gone. And he began thinking his mother, mother he always called her. It was the end of the year. She had somebody come and she'd had this all planned and moved us back into the other house. In town.
Into the original house? Up next to the bank?
No, it wasn't. It was next to the Baptist church. And Aunt something Caudill lived there after we did. I don't know, but that was a spready. And Louise and I, when we were right-sizely little girls, lived there.
Well, now the matter...
I'll tell you something I remember. Mother was always taking us to Dr. Skaggs.
Uh-huh.
You know, Dr. Skaggs took care of it. And she would dress us up fit to kill. We'd have the hats and the gloves and the shoes and the socks and the dress up. And she would have an appointment with Dr. Skaggs for us to be checked. Well, we went this one time, and he gave her prescriptions, and we went by Bishop's drugstore, which was right there at the corner of Main and the hill. You know, we lived up on the top of the
Yes, Wilson Avenue.
What do we call that?
Wilson Avenue.
Yeah, Wilson Avenue. Now, what was I telling you?
Something about the prescriptions.
Oh, yeah. And the prescriptions were left at Bishop's. And we walked by there, I mean, and each time we had to get everything, you know, all doodled up. And we went by and got the prescriptions. And I don't know what all, but I'm sure we got an ice cream cone for being good girls.
I'm sure.
And then we went home. And I don't know whether it was before or after, but Mother had a hired girl. We called them hired girls. And it was a white girl from some family. They were trying to help, you know. And when she opened one of the prescriptions, it had little fine tooth combs. Have you seen those little squares about that big? With the
sure
fangs teeth, you ever saw?
Oh, I mean, I've seen the ones that they use to, I guess, for knits. You know,
Well, very, very fine.
very, yes.
All right, the prescription said, get a newspaper on the floor and call each girl one at a time and take the little combs and comb it through their hair. And when the nits fall off, kill them.
Well, I hadn't heard about that forever.
Well, you know, they tell me children, they still fight this.
Oh, yeah.
Then in school, they're having,
The
what do they
head
call
lice.
it? Lice.
Head lice,
Yeah, head lice. And Mother just was so mad at him at exposing her in town. But Lord have mercy, she almost killed us.
I could imagine.
Oh, scraping our heads and that girl's head.
I had that with something else.
Well, we got deluded of the lies. And what was the other prescription? It was about as silly.
Really?
Yeah. And, of course, Mother just loved Dr. Skaggs. And we all did.
Well, now, that wasn't the Dr. Skaggs that married Sarah, was it?
That married who?
Sarah Caudill?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Because
Yeah.
they moved then to Indiana or somewhere.
No, they moved to Oklahoma.
Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And one of them used to come back here. And we always kind of kept a slight touch with them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they were all awfully nice family. Oh, maybe 3, 4 boys.
So that was Pearl's father. Sarah and Pearl. Because remember Sarah and Pearl were killed on the way to grandfather.
Aunt Sarah and Pearl, her daughter.
Yes.
Yeah, were killed when Uncle Sam. They
His,
died the same day.
right.
Now, there was some place that I saw the date was wrong. But those 3 died on the same day. And that was why they had their funeral all as one.
Yeah. Granddad died, and then they were on the way to Morehead, and Sarah.
Well, he was in the hospital down here.
Oh, was he?
Yes, he was down here in the hospital. And Uncle, listen, he was the nicest, finest person.
Oh, he and grandmother both.
Soft and sweet and aware and concerned about everybody.
Nice person.
He was just one wonderful person. I'll tell you that about Uncle Sam. And Aunt Sarah, I'll tell you, they had books in the house. They had lots of books. Aunt Sarah, being the oldest girl, taught them all. She taught them all. At night was when they gathered and had their school, and boy, they had to be there. And that's how they all got a good start. You know, there wasn't a dumb one in the bunch. Aunt Amanda was married to a gross kind of a man. And they had a child that was special. And that child finally died. And it was hard to believe that in this wonderful family of 15 children, that there'd be one that didn't come through right, and that was Aunt Amanda.
And she, if you look at her picture, she looks like she is just a wonderful person.
Well, I guess that made her a wonder. And DeBoard, the name of the man she married was DeBoard. DeBoard. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And he was just no good. And Dad got her a divorce.
Oh, really?
Dad got all the divorces, and Uncle Neelis, Uncle George, and Uncle Dave's illegitimate children.
You know, I had heard.
Now that's true.
About Uncle George.
Oh yeah, he had about 2 or 3 in Olive Hill.
Olive Hill, yeah.
Yeah, and this one woman, I think it was just one woman, I'm not positive. And there was a girl in my class at school that was one of Uncle Dave's.
Uncle Dave?
Yes, Uncle Dave. She
Well,
really got some money from him.
Now, I'm surprised about Uncle Dave.
I used to know her name, but I don't now.
Now, Cornelius.
Uh-huh.
Cornelius was such a good-looking man.
Oh, yeah.
I can understand.
Well, he had one, and Dad worked them all legally out of it.
But Uncle Dave was so quiet, and Aunt Eva. Oh, Lucille.
Now, I know this. I mean, you know, I had big ears.
Well, now, where was Cornelius's wholesale? Where was Cornelius's wholesale?
It was on Railroad Street, right by the bank. There was a alleyway on the east side of it, and it shared a wall with the bank.
Was the bank away from Bishop's Drugstore?
The bank was right next to the warehouse. They shared a wall, and it was.
There's the old hotel that the.
Yeah, my grandparents, Proctor's had.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh. Yep. Oh, Lord, I can tell you tales about that. But then, right in here.
Okay, that's about where the big store is.
Yeah, the big store was a part of it. I don't know which part exactly, but that is where the wholesale, I know, had 2 floors. And oh, Lord, we'd go in there and we'd steal out of the candy. And when things were rushing to the war, we stole sugar.
Well, now, Cornelius made good money because because they said that he had a whole lot of sugar and stuff that he had just bought when the war broke out, and that the prices just went out of sight. And they said that he made a lot of money.
He did,
because
right
of the war.
there.
Well then,
And then next, they had, they shared a wall, and the doors were on each side of the wall that you entered.
kind of like a suite.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I can remember all of that. And I can remember Aunt Myrtle was always the policewoman.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. She told everybody what to do.
But she was a pretty good sized woman, too.
Uh-huh. Yeah, she was. And of course, she died rather early, to tell the truth. And of course, Roger was her son. Spoiled rotten. There was never a glossier boy in the world. I tell you right now, if he was ever disciplined,
Oh, really?
I doubt it. I mean, to Aunt Myrtle and to Uncle Neelis, just whatever Aunt Myrtle said. She ran the business, really.
Boy, I wouldn't have thought that. Cornelius, to me, was just...
He was a quiet, handsome, you know.
Yes, very distinguished.
Uh-huh, very. Yes, and you know...
Well, where was Myrtle from?
Huh?
Where was Myrtle from?
Up in the West Liberty area. Now, not West Liberty, but someplace right up there.
Paintsville or somewhere?
No, not down in that area.
Maybe Elliott County?
I have a feeling I ought to know the name. Name someplace around West Liberty.
Is there a... No, Braun is over in Carter County. I tell you, I rarely go to West Liberty, and I just don't know, you know, like Blair's Mills and, you know,
Yes.
Wrigley and up in
Well,
there.
I know. I don't know around Lexington. And Paul knew everything. But I depended on him for that.
Well, he was out all the time.
And he was all out on the roads
On the
all
go.
the time.
Yes.
Aunt Myrtle wasn't one to love.
See, I
She
barely
was too
knew
much
her.
of a dictator. Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like Thelma Caudill, Dale's mother.
Uh-huh.
Because Thelma Carmichael was
Like that.
hell on wheels.
Yeah. Well, now Aunt Eva was a quiet little
Yes.
somebody.
Very reserved.
Yeah, that sat back and let someone else do the thinking for her.
Yes.
But I liked her better than I did Aunt Myrtle.
Aunt Eva she wasn't outgoing. She
No, not at
didn't
all.
seem to me to have much personality at all.
She didn't.
Of course, I was just, you know, a little guy. But I remember we went down through Bluestone one time on toward Farmers and then went up over a bridge
Yeah, I know the brew.
for a family reunion. And we were over in there, and that's why I was thinking that was your all's farm down there.
Well, Dad had lots of land around, and he could have had one, and I don't remember it.
Because I was just about 6 years old, and I remember going down there. The whole family was there. And
You know, when we had that camp down on the river at Farmers, we had a lot of the reunions there because we had boats We swam, and we had croquet, and we had,
Badminton?
huh?
Badminton?
No, what I'm trying to say is air, what do you call it? Well, I'll tell you in a minute.
But
We had lots of games. Dad was a great one for games. Keep you busy.
that may have been what I'm thinking of.
Well, that would have been, because it was down at the farmer's. Fact is, we went, it was on the river, and it was somebody's farm that Dad made an arrangement for us to use. I don't know that arrangement.
That's been it.
But anyway, we had to go through this man's farm to get there. And when we had the big flood, we walked home over the railroad.
That was a walk.
You 8 miles.
Yes,
8 miles.
yes.
But that camp was really used. And Dad would have all the lawyers down there. And he would have, he had some men that would go down there and fish. And they did something like ram their fist down in a...
It's probably a hook, a gaff hook, or
I think it was their hand,
their hand.
right in their mouth, and pulled them out. They
Never
knew when they were right on the bank. I guess nesting.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, well, that's something they did.
Yeah. What?
And then he had, this is the Batson's drugstore. And, I
No,
can't
that's
remember
Bishop.
what was
That's
up there.
Bishop, because that's the city drugstore. And did Bishop own that?
Oh, yeah. Bishop's always had it.
Well, now, and didn't your, I forget whether it's Bert or Ezra, wasn't there a building on up here?
No, the building was here where Uncle Herb, and Uncle Bert would be, but it was really Uncle Herb.
Uh-huh.
He had a soda fountain and candy shop and a room where at the back of that, where he slept and was his retiring place.
Kind of an apartment.
And yeah, and on Sunday he'd have a date, and he would let Louise and I were in for grabs who were in the soda fountain. And he had some candies that were the best you could buy. He had good taste. And he and Uncle Bert had the first car, an Oldsmobile, that was in Morehead.
But now some Tolliver built that building there.
Oh, yes,
the old-
Bert.
Was it Bert?
It was Bert Tolliver, and he had a house down Main Street, down farther than this when you got up to Main Street. It was down about a block, and it was a kind of a big house.
Was that where Ella used to sit on the front porch?
Huh?
Was that where Ella used to sit on the front porch?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, okay, I remember her.
Yeah, Ella was a handsome woman. And there were 2 daughters, Thelma, the younger, Thelma, well, it come to me, that were Bert's before Ella. I don't know who that mother was, of those 2 girls. Oh, there was a boy that came to Ella. You see, there were these 2 girls that were by first marriage for Bert, and then there was a boy.
Was that Ray?
I don't remember the name.
But now, so Bert built the art center here. That it's now that folk art.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know it's there.
Huh.
He didn't, he built that as a warehouse.
As a, yeah, wholesale.
No, it wasn't a hotel, it was a warehouse.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, I don't even remember, and it kind of vied with Uncle Neelis.
I'd say because they're right next to each other. But there was a three-story, there was a three-story hotel up here that another of the Proctors had that had that corpse in it.
Had what?
Corpse.
Corpse? No, that was
Was that down here?
That was on out here. It was on Railroad Street, but Railroad Street kind of ended here. But still, on out here was this big warehouse that the bishop's father, who came from England, he and our grandfather Proctor came from the same place in England. I can't remember the place.
Well, there's no reason to,
Yeah, well, anyway, he had a warehouse of caskets. Oh, Lord, we used to play in there and hide in the caskets.
Well, see, I remember, of course, maybe I've dreamed it. Was that, what, there a mummy? Seemed like there was a little mummy in that building somewhere. And I don't
Well, likely. I mean, the way we played with it and used it.
But I probably dreamed that. But it was a big old
And
building.
in between was the state bank that the Bradleys owned. Sam Bradley owned.
I was going to ask you about that. Because didn't you take voice lessons from
her, from Clara. Clara Bradley had been, it's funny. I think she played the piano. And she had been on the traveling business, and a concert pianist.
on tour?
She was a concert pianist, and when I was real young, I must have had a voice very early, noticeably. And she took me in, and I would go to her house, and I saw those three boys come. There weren't four. Didn't one come late?
Philip. There was Earl, Sam. And Philip, and
I kind of feel like another one came along.
I think you're right.
Well, she loved those boys.
Oh, mothers do.
Oh, did she ever? And she was big, and she was one of these sweet motherly types. And she loved me. I've got some little things she gave me.
Didn't she collect antiques also?
That's how the boys learned to do it.
Because Mother, I remember, used to go down to every once in a while to see what
And she had some fine ones.
Were they must have come from Pennsylvania? Because Philip went back, Philip Bradley.
Yes, I know.
Very successful.
I'd like to, Sam pulled at my coattail. He wanted to be in the drama so bad. And I had him, I guess, in a play. But he simply, he just had to be around me all the time. It was really annoying.
Oh, really?
Well, you don't want someone tagging after you all the time. But he just had some sort of a feeling. And Miss Clara was a wonderful, wonderful lady. She'd been a concert, I think, pianist. And I had the biggest smile and the most wonderful reaching out.
Well, now, this must, when you were taking lessons from her, or voice lessons, was this in the house that Allie Young ended up in later on, the big white
No,
house.
Allie Young was never in it, I don't think. It was a green, it was down, you know where Uncle Dave's house was?
Yes.
It was diagonally across the street. And it was a big yard. And it was a green, I think made out of shutters. What am I talking about?
Oh, siding,
Yes.
asbestos siding. Yes.
Yeah, it was something like that. And it had very interesting gardening. Up at the house was a big yard. And up at the house, I don't know the source of the water, but here started control.
Thanks, Barbara.
Okay, tell her Ellen is here to see her.
Okay, thank you. Ellen is here to see you.
Oh, she wants me to sign. Tell her, come on in, I'll sign it. I just have to sign something.
Okay, and we were talking about the house, so I'll remember where we were.
All right, but the garden is an exceptional thing. Hello, Ellen. Ellen, this is my cousin, Earl.
Bradley home.
Yeah, oh, they had, it was a long lot, almost twice as long as this. And it started at the house. And I don't know what was first and second and so forth. But it was water that flowed. It was downhill. And she had this water, and there was a goldfish pond, a fishing pond, a swimming pond, name it. And you see it would change when it would drop over. Drop down.
That sounds like, did it, on the front of the house, did it have kind of a balcony, a two-story balcony next to the front door?
Something, I remember. And it had a porch. Now, there was the music room stood out the front of the house. And then where you went in under this porch.
That's right.
And it went around
Yes. Wrapped around
the house.
the side.
And, oh, she was very particular about those boys. I wish I'd seen the boys again, and I never did after they left. And I guess, and there was a couple, I think their name would come to me, Italians, that in the lot next to them toward town, they had this bungalow, and this couple lived there. And that couple was nice to me, but what in the world did they do for me? But they worked with her and Mr. Bradley, that banquet kafla.
I was going to say, see, Mr. Bradley, I don't know who all was in that bank, but it went, like you say, flop. And I believe that Allie Young might have been in that bank also, that the Youngs might have been in there with them. And that Allie had the mortgage on that house that you're talking about. And when Mr. Bradley, after the bank went a flop, Mr. Bradley turned ill.
Did Ron?
He got ill.
Oh.
And Allie would not foreclose on him. And then, after Mr. Bradley died, Mrs. Bradley moved just one door further west.
Yeah, that was a house where another Bradley lived, a brother of Sam.
Oh, really?
And that house was back
Yes.
And it was a white house, just a big white
Just
house.
a big
White house.
Big old nothing.
And it was one of Sam Bradley's brothers.
And then, after she moved over there, Allie moved down to that house you're talking about. Because Jane Young lived there later on.
Oh, yeah.
Because Allie, when he first built, he built that Lane Funeral Home. The one that had the oval glass in the front door.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember that? And it had a kind of a cast iron fence just about that high. Because they lived there originally. Because there's a picture of Jane.
The Youngs lived there. Oh, they lived there forever.
Yeah. And then they moved down.
I don't ever remember moving.
You may have been in Lexington by then.
No, I never knew they moved down to the greenhouse.
But they painted it white. Yeah.
And then there was that white house next door. And then towards town, and say the greenhouse was fronted here,
Yes.
and the White House over here was back there, and then up here on the street, practically, on Main Street, was this bungalow where this couple from Italy lived. They were persecuted during the war. She was the sweetest thing, and he was so nice. I knew him real well from Miss Clara. And Miss Clara cried over him all the time. That little town crucified them because they were Italian.
Now this was the Second World War. This was the Second World War.
No, first.
First?
First. Yeah.
Because later on, Taylor Young lived in that house, I believe. Zane's father, Zane Young, and what was it? Patsy, I think was Patsy. Patsy Young.
That was Patty Caudill's friend.
Yeah.
Same age.
So, okay, that makes sense. Well, now, did Miss Clara? Is she?
I don't know whatever happened to her.
She went back to Pennsylvania.
She did?
Yes.
And that's why the boys went there.
And that I think she helped Philip set up his business. Get started. But now, was she responsible for you being so talented and?
She took care of me when I was too little.
Really?
I mean, when I was just a little thing. I've never, her boys came to church, at our church. I don't know whether she did or not.
I don't either, because I was just, so
of course,
high.
I wasn't much more.
No, not really.
Huh?
Not really.
No, I wasn't at that time. I was small. I mean, in small years. But I always thought that arrangement of that water going down and a different pool for everything was so intriguing. Yeah.
Now, do you have any pictures of any of the Tollivers?
Uh-huh.
Do you? Sometime I'd like to,
Well, let's see.
Oh, you've got them with you.
This isn't all I've got. Lord, I've got enough stuff.
Because your great-grandfather was Jacob Finley Tolliver.
Finley, yeah. I was standing upon the seashore. This is something Dad's written. A ship at my side spreads her white sails to the morning breeze and starts for the blue ocean. She is an object of beauty and strength, and I stand and watch her until at length she hangs like a speck of white cloud just where the sea and sky come down to mingle with each other. Then someone at my side says, there she's gone. Gone where? Gone from my sight, that is all. She's just as large in mass and hull and spar as she was when she left my side, and just as able to hear her load of living freight to the place of destination. To bear her load of living freight to the place of destination. Her diminished size is in me, not in her. And just at the moment when someone at my side says, there, she's gone, there are other eyes watching her coming, and other voices ready to take up the glad shout, there she comes.
Uncle Dan wrote that?
Dad wrote that. He was always writing things. Always.
He wrote a letter, I remember, to the brothers.
To whom?
To his brothers about how lucky they were, you know.
To the...
Uncle Dan to the rest of the family.
Well, he was always writing us letters.
And saying about, you know, how he was talking about his mother and father and how lucky they were to have been
I'd
brought
love
up.
to see that. I don't remember seeing that.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
I don't think I have it with me.
Oh.
We'll do this again. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Because I think, what time is it? I think I might be
Oh, I don't pay
keeping you
attention
too
to
long.
time.
You
but
sure?
You do.
No, I just don't want to keep you too long.
Oh, well, I don't worry. If I want to do something, I do it.
Okay, we know each other. So.
I don't know what this is. Marriage. Love through 39. Love all the way in time. Sealed. That's something I
Oh,
said
that's. Oh.
to Dad, I guess. Mother was too involved with keeping us going and doing. Rare to ever get anything from Weezer. She never wrote anything. She called you up.
Now, see, I didn't know that you all called, like, she calls you Seal.
And we call her Weezer.
See, I never knew that until.
Oh, really?
Until.
Yeah.
Uh,
Most everybody
we got
that
together.
knows us knows who Weezer is.
do you remember Nell Wheeler?
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that we were first cousins until.
Yeah.
Until I came back.
Yeah,
home.
your first cousin.
Yeah, double first cousin probably because.
You had a bunch of first cousins.
Yeah, she married. Her mother was Lydia, and Lydia married her
Married a Caudill.
first cousin.
Yeah, and they lived up in Ohio. That's where the family was raised. And when we got our Model T, I had to drive it because Dad drove in the ditch all the time. And I wasn't very good. I got in the ditch, coming out our house, that farm, there was a ditch. And we put logs across. And sometimes the logs would be gone. And I'd go across and I'd bend the radius rod. So I'd have to get out and get myself a rock and get under it and straighten that radius rod.
You were a
And so
mechanic.
we took that and all of us went up to Ohio to see Aunt Lydia's family.
That was a drive back then.
Oh, my. Coming back, Dad decided there's a shorter way. Coming to Maysville, you're coming some open territory. He said, we just went through the mountain. I mean, he was always thinking of something like that. I know how, he'd say. There we'd go.
But Aunt Hannah Jackie Blair. Now, was that Everett's parents?
Mother,
Okay.
Everett,
Merville?
Merville, and the one out west. I'll tell you his name in a minute.
So they had 3.
There were 3 boys, and the one out west married someone who had a pickle factory.
Oh, he did well.
And those were all nice boys. Well, Aunt Hannah was so nice.
Oh, yeah, and she worked down at the City Hall forever.
Forever. And honey had cows to milk and butter and milk to take care of. And I think maybe had students to live there.
I'm sure.
Uh-huh. And I tell you, her boys respected her. They thought a great deal of her and respected her.
She was a hard worker.
Yeah, long was she ever. Absolutely. Well, shoot, this is that. I thought this was,
See, now, here, it says that your great-grandfather was married to Orlena Wyatt.
and listen, Tom Wyatt, Louisville, that was in politics,
Yes.
died not too long ago.
Yes.
He and I were on with some man from Maysville. I don't know what it was, but we were honored some way, and we went here and there and nighty-dooed and carried on. And I said, he said, well, I said, you know, my grandmother was a Wyatt, and I think came from South Carolina or North Carolina, I don't know which. He said, well, I came from, he said, which one?
North
And
Carolina?
said, I'm sure that you're a relative.
That's true.
And so Tom Wyatt said we were relatives.
She came from Piney Creek, North
Piney
Carolina.
Creek. North?
North Carolina, uh-huh.
See, I didn't know whether it was north or south. Dad had, our family came into North Carolina. The Caudill family.
Well, so did the Clay.
Huh?
My dad.
Well, it was kind of a direct way, and I guess that's the way the ships came.
Hadn't thought about it. That's probably right, yeah.
And really, they had lots of landing places for ships in North and South Carolina. They dealt in that sort of thing.
I think I've tracked our family back, you know, and we came through Virginia down to North Carolina and then out to Texas and then back.
Well, ours went to North Carolina. I don't know if it was north or south. And
north.
then they came to Virginia. And then they wandered through to Kentucky. Now, Dad got together with Harry Caudill. And Harry said his family came into Scotland. Now, none of our family that I've ever heard anything about came into Scotland. And Daddy didn't think so. And he and Harry never could get their lines together. But they said they knew good and well they were. But Harry, Spanish Armada,
Uh-huh.
didn't it come up the coast?
Came up the east coast of,
Yeah, and I
England.
think he thinks that had something to do with his family.
when they left or something.
They came to Scotland. And then they came down through the coal fields. Did you ever hear of any one of our family being in the coal fields? Not a one.
I know they came to Ledger County, but I don't think they were in coal.
I never heard of one of the Caudill being involved in the coal mine.
No.
But Harris were. That's what they did.
Well, he wrote so many.
That's what he wrote about
Yeah.
all the time. The inequities and so on. But you can see how, and they came to Scotland, and somehow with the Spanish people, and there was an assumption that what's the little country up where the Spanish went before you go into France? Shoot. We ought to say right now.
It's in the Pyrenees.
Yeah.
It's just
Well,
just a postage stamp size country.
yeah, and I don't know the history.
Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein.
No, that's not it. That's not the name of it. I know the name of it if I heard it right off. Anyway, they're Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a group that broke away from Spain. And I mean, they're big, powerful men like all the Caudills. And you know, all the Caudills are pretty much big, strong,
Yeah, they were big.
fighting-looking men.
Now there's a Basque region in Spain that
Yeah, no, that's not it.
that
But
I
it's
know
right
it.
where you go across into France.
yes, I know where you're talking about. But
Yeah,
I
well,
can't-
anyway,
can't call the name.
there is a supposition that Dad had that we came with that group. And you know the name Caudillo, it's spelled exactly the same way. Caudillo.
Codillo.
Caudillo, and it means chief in
Oh, really?
Spanish. And that's where it's always been assumed. Dad had assumed they got there after coming into North Carolina, I think North,
Makes sense.
and going into Virginia
Makes sense.
and coming down, that they got there in that, I believe it's Basque.
Very well could be.
I think that Basque is the name of the place we're trying to.
Yeah, it's a province. Yes.
And anyway, Dad, I think, thought that might be where they landed. And then, I mean, you know, it's years and years and years and years. Then they came over the Pyrenees into France, and they worked themselves up until the northern part, and they came over the channel with I don't know how to say his name. Albert, big to do. He was one of the. Well, that's who Dad
Albert.
thinks they came over with. Look, all of this is that is about that theater.
Oh, I heard you did such a good job.
Oh, it's a wonderful theater. I'm on the committee out at Lexington School. I'm always getting on something I have no business being on.
That's what
But
keeps
we
you young.
have worked trying to do the same thing at the Lexington School, where they have a most inadequate sort of theater.
It's,
And it was very much like the one out there. And I took the committee up there to see what a good job they'd done and how it had been before.
but no, Paul said you did a nice job.
Well,
Paul Blair said,
who?
Paul Blair, he said you did
Yes,
a nice job.
I think so.
Now today is
The 19th, I think, or 20th,
19th, you're right.
19th, I think.
November the 19th, and I'm William Earl Clay, and